Actress Brittany Murphy, who began her career in the early 1990s and became well known for her roles in Girl Interrupted, Clueless, and 8 Mile, has died at the age of 32.
The news of actress Brittany Murphy's death shocks Hollywood and her fans.
Los Angeles police have opened an investigation into her death, and detectives and coroner's officials were at the home Sunday afternoon.
We're conducting an investigation into the death of Brittany Murphy. It appears to be natural at this time.
In a report issued February 2010, the official cause of Brittany Murphy's death is pneumonia, complicated with anemia and multiple drug intoxication. It is ruled an accidental death. But some family and friends aren't buying the official report.
The fact that Brittany Murphy died so young and died with people in the house who were supposed to be looking out for her, it really got people wondering, how could this have happened? And people just were never satisfied with any of the answers that came out officially, because it made no sense.
So Brittany went into the bathroom at approximately 7:30 a.m. And about 30 minutes later, Sharon went looking for her and found her in the master bathroom on the floor next to her dog bed, and she was passed out.
Brittany's mom apparently lets out a scream. Brittany's husband hears the scream, and he goes running to the bathroom and also observes Brittany laying on the floor. At this point, Brittany's mother calls 911, reports that her daughter's unresponsive.
All right, listen to me carefully. I'm going to tell you how to do compressions, okay? Until help can take over.
During the 911 call, the dispatcher is giving Sharon instructions, and Simon can be heard in the background giving Brittany CPR.
Count out loud so I can count with you, okay?
Out loud.
I want to hear. It's got to be at this rate, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep going at that rate.
8, 9.
That's too slow.
So it's kind of surreal listening to the 911 call, because you can hear Simon trying to save Brittany's life. And then Sharon cries out, "Brittany, wake up, please come back." And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to listen to this 911 call.
Oh my God. Brittany, please come back.
Ma'am?
The paramedics are on the scene by 8:08, and by 8:11, she is flatlining.
And so the paramedics worked on her for a good 9 minutes. So once they got her sort of stabilized, they rushed her to Sinai Medical Hospital.
But unfortunately was pronounced dead by 10:05 a.m.
Hollywood is left haunted by her sudden death, and Simon Monjack became a household name when he married young actress Brittany Murphy. After his wife's death, he was infamously deemed suspect number 1 by online detectives, until Sharon Murphy is heard on the other end of yet another 911 call.
My son-in-law, he stopped breathing.
On May 23, 2010, paramedics arrived at Simon Monjack's Hollywood Hills home and pronounced him dead on arrival.
5 months after Brittany Murphy died, Simon became ill. And he was experiencing the same symptoms as Brittany Murphy. And he died of the same thing that Brittany Murphy died of. He died from pneumonia. And when that happened, it was like, whoa.
The uncanny similarities of their deaths raise suspicion. No one believes that they both died of the same natural causes.
I've never seen a case where a young wife dies and 5 months later, a youngish husband dies, basically from the same underlying factors.
Not only the same underlying factors, but even the couple's final hours alive are eerily similar.
It's so sketchy that they both passed in such a similar way, and everyone's so unsure of what really happened. Investigators found that the home was suffering from a pack rat and hoarding situation. There was also a ton of mold and dust supposedly in the home.
As sleuths look into the house, they discover an interesting history behind its walls.
So Britney Spears sold Brittany Murphy this $3.5 million house in West Hollywood, fully furnished in 2003. According to her former makeup artist, supposedly though, Britney Spears hated this place. And part of the explanation for why she despised it so much is because apparently she had been seeing spirits.
There were some bad spirits trying to push Britney Spears down the stairs, so Britney left immediately. Sold the house to Brittany Murphy.
My name is Michael Rubino, founder of Home Cleanse. So I have a certification called Council Certified Microbial Remediation Supervisor, which is the highest certification in my field that you can get and requires at least 10 years of experience in the field. In Brittany's case, she moved into the home in 2003, passed away in 2009. That's a potential 6 years of exposure to whatever water damage, bacteria, mold, etc. that was going on in her environment. They call mold the silent killer, mainly because we don't have x-ray vision, and oftentimes we can't see the mold that's actually growing behind our walls, so it's silent, but it can be deadly. Well, some of the most common symptoms that people experience are things like brain fog and chronic fatigue. But it also can cause hormonal disruption, which can obviously cause disruption to your thyroid, create things like irregular menstrual cycles.
One of the primary contributing factors in Brittany Murphy's death was iron deficiency anemia.
I found it very, very interesting that the two of them both had iron deficiency anemia. The most common cause of iron deficiency anemia in women is especially heavy periods. She had that history.
What's really interesting about all of this too is we're talking about mold, but we're not talking about what mold creates, and that could be mycotoxins. It has the ability to cause something like anemia, which then could, create a weakened immune system and where you can die from even something as simple as the common cold.
So if this theory holds true, it means this black mold was hiding in the bones of the house, that Brittany and Simon were inhaling it every day. If this is the case, it could have contributed to their respiratory health, it could have led to their pneumonia, and it could have ultimately caused their deaths.